What is up, chat? What is up, gamers, pals, everybody? How are we doing today? Not a lot of y'all here today. That's fine. We're gonna be doing some Minecraft. And we're gonna be playing on this particular multiplayer world that some friends of mine have set up. Now, I usually play this on the Steam Deck. As with most things, I'm more used to keyboard, not keyboard, I'm more used to controller controls. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come out here to the front of the base, and I'm gonna give you guys a tour of what I've got set up, of how I've been living in Minecraft. Unfortunately, it's raining. That's fine. We can do a quick tour on the outside of the base from the air. Hopefully there won't be any monstrous freaks out here. So we got the base. You can see it's a little bit maze-like. That's because I am basing the layout of my base off of a video game. A fun little video game called In Stars and Time that we're probably going to play on the channel at some point. You might have noticed my mind's there a little bit broken. We'll probably fix that at some point on stream today. But for now, we've got like the main entrance hall type of area where everything kind of comes in. Right here, I've got this cute little room set up, pretty much non-functional at the moment, but once I get a few more materials gathered, I do intend to turn this into a slightly more functional space. Over here, we have our map room. This is the server map as it stands currently. You can see we're tucked away in this corner right over here. We've got some buildings to the south of us, and over to the southeast, we've got one of our other friends has built some stuff on here. Now, unfortunately, no one's online at the moment. There were a few people online earlier. Don't mind the blood splatters in this room. So as you can see, we've got kind of three ways we can go. We can go off to the left over here, off to the right over here, or we could go straight forward. And straightforward's just going to take us up to the second floor of the base, so we're not going to bother with that right now. We're going to check out the west wing of the first floor. We've got the forge, which is a cute, functional yet stylish forge area. We've got the lava farm over here to use with our smelter. We got one side for smelting up our ores and stuff, and one side for all of our general things and kebabs, which is currently working on smelting a bunch of netherrack, because I've been pretty busy in the nether. So I've got just gobs and gobs and gobs of this stuff, so I'm smelting it all up so we can use it for some basic building materials and do some other stuff. Because I'd rather find some way to use it and be kind of constricted into using it for something, rather than not use it at all. Or even throw it away. We come over here, we've got the candle maker's room. Extra, props to you if you happen to... Props to you if you recognize any of this. Like, definitely big kudos. We've got the candle maker's room. This is just some basic candle making supplies. We've got, honeycombs. We've been putting string over here. And this is actually where we've been sleeping. Hey, no griefing, by the way. I do try to rotate out between the beds in this area. We got the artist room. We actually just started a little bit of a renovation to put all of the different dyes along this wall. We started with white and light gray, and we're just going to work our way down through all the colors. I actually don't know if this is the right number of barrels. I just started filling up the wall. Nice little decorative with the fence here, kind of holding up our barrels. Over here we've been storing our flowers and our glow ink. Yeah, I thought I'd make some of these rooms a little bit stylish and functional. Kind of the point of it's going to be that every room's going to hold some items, be like a semi-storage unit. We've been working, a lot of what we've been doing in the Nether has been looking for quartz to put in these pillars. Now, I'm not one of those crazily advanced Minecraft players. I am very simple, very basic. I just like to build. I'm not good at the fighting part. Here we have the dining room, and the dining room is almost entirely for visual effect. For aesthetic, there's not much that is actually being accomplished in the dining room. And by not much, I mean pretty much nothing at all. Almost entirely aesthetic. We could definitely use these for some storage here, but at present we're not. This, however, right next to it is our main storage room. I'll give you guys a second if you want to try to read some of the basic... some of the stuff that we've got. Most of this is just anything that we have more than a stack of and we don't see a place for it. I've kind of tried to keep more of the, like, types of stones, rocks, that type of stuff. I've tried to, like, push those over more to the left. All the minerals and things. But unfortunately, just because of the order that I ended up building this and ended up configuring it, it didn't turn out that way. And then, of course, we've got the different woods on different signs here. Most of these were actually gathered and then given to us, and then we cultivated them outside from other players on the server. I won't lie, I'm not too much of an explorer. I will say, I got my own Crimson and Warped stems. I did that one, I'm proud of that one. But I'm not much of the explorer type. I'm more of the, I've picked a spot, I'm going to build my crazy base here. Over here we've got the kitchen. We need to put some glowstone on there at some point. This is where we've been storing all of our foodstuffs. These bits here are because I've been having some issues with the Steam Deck. Yeah, it's just been giving me some keyboard issues lately. I think I've managed to fix it, but it's been a little bit difficult. We've got... This is... I do like the inventory system on PC. We've got a basic cow farm thing set up here that's supposed to work off of entity cramming. We actually just installed it, so we don't have enough entities here to get anything out of the cramming. But we will eventually. Here we've got some cooked food, which I should really probably move to their respective areas, like especially chicken. But that's something for another time. Oh, and over here, last room of the first floor, that's really important. We've got our nether portal. We'll be looking at that a bit more later, but first I'll show you guys the second floor and some of the outside. Some of what's on the outside of our base. And then once we finish up with the tour, we'll do some basic maintenance of the base. We'll do some basic maintenance. Some things I've been working on slowly. I'm very much the type who comes on for like an hour or two and just does a few things with my base at a time. So once again, over here you've got like an east wing and a west wing. That's north, so yeah, west wing, east wing. haven't done as much work on decorating the second floor yet. And we'll do more of that eventually. But we've got the gardening room, which is definitely not perfect. Things aren't quite set up as nicely here as I'd like them to be. But I've been really kind of struggling with what I want to do with the gardening room. It's been recommended to me that I put up some shelves and some gardening pots. So I would like to do that eventually. And then over here, Housemaiden's office, currently undecorated. But, you know, that's just what it is. And then we've got the library. Very sparsely decorated. This is this is what happens when you under-budget the library, unfortunately. And over here we've got kind of the secret hidden library. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's not a real secret, because, like, you know, I'm telling you guys, but I intend to hide it a little bit once I get proper decorations in place. Alright, hold on, I gotta turn down that music. That is getting overzealous for me having turned it down. Well, okay. Minecraft's one of the angry games that doesn't like when I click out of it, as it turns out. I do like what I've done with the floor here on the second floor. It's been a kind of a pain collecting all of the clay to use for the terracotta. But yeah, also, you know, pretty much everything in this wing of the second floor is completely undecorated. But we'll get that going. Eventually. I'll still let you guys have a quick look at what's going on in these rooms, which, you know, is nothing. It'll be something eventually, though. Just a little sneak peek, especially if you guys are reading the signs. Where are we? God, getting lost in my own base here, guys. So finally we have what was gently referred to from one of my friends as the Stairway to Heaven. Currently, basically unused third floor. It's undergoing some renovations. Now that it's daytime, maybe you can see kind of my my trees that I've been cultivating. Over here is what we've been doing with all of that netherrack, smelting it into bricks, and then building this really basic structure. Which is kind of just a way of getting rid of the netherrack. Over here we see some farms that I've been using. The other use I've been making of the netherrack for a little farm to cultivate my warped and crimson fungus. A turtle farm that actually was built over here by someone else that I'm not particularly managing because I don't know how turtle farms work. Oh, and then of course my very basic sheep farm over there could definitely be improved upon greatly. Oh, I do not have any dirt on me. That's unfortunate. So, next what we've got happens to be our mine shaft, which is slightly broken at the time. Crash and die. Oh, hi, my mons. Welcome in. Sad you can't stay long, but glad you're here to see, you know, a little bit of my base. I've just kind of been showing off what's going on in my base, what I've been working on off camera. This is really the first time I've streamed Minecraft. I've mostly been playing it by myself. The basement? This is no basement, this is just my house. Yeah, I was worried about that. I'm not... I want to see if I can try to fix that a little bit. Oh, not fabulous. Maybe fast. Nope, that's still laggy. I am not sure what else I can do. No! No, that is not what it is at all! How could you? I might have to turn off the music for now. I can turn the music back on for Minecraft, though, if I'm turning off the background music I had. But yeah, I'm afraid I just can't do much else about the graphics. About the lag. I was actually just about to adventure down into the Nether. Show off what I've been doing in there. Yeah, I closed a couple of things, so that makes sense. So, this is what I've been doing in the Nether. Like I said earlier on stream, I'm not much of an explorer. So the way I get around that is just turning the entire world into my base. If the whole world's my base, then I don't have to explore and potentially die. So over here, I'm kind of building a bridge out to this Crimson Forest so that I can kind of just decimate this biome. And yes, I do intend to get more glass and spend it all out here just destroying my reserves of sand for the purposes of making just a glass dome around my silly little bridges in the Nether. And over here, we're doing kind of the same thing, but for the warped stem blocks. And there's actually a structure over here I want to take a look at eventually. So we'll be bridging over to here as well. Eventually. I am the type of person to play this game very, very slowly and methodically. Because that's the way that makes my brain just click properly. Down here is the tunnel that leads on to everyone else. All of my other friends' bases that are on the server. So you can see a stark contrast to how they play the game and how I play the game. I'm certainly not calling them messy or disorganized. If I had their permission, I would absolutely go over and show you their beautiful bases. But I'm not going to do that until I go back to them and ask them explicitly, like, hey guys, can I show off what you've been working on? Because they do have some beautiful stuff. But yeah, I'll be digging a good bit of this out because Blackstone and Basalt look fabulous, and I can definitely find a use for those. But yeah, this is just how I play the game. Slowly, I don't mind not making a lot of progress. I don't particularly care about all of the crazy progress stuff. But I do need some dirt. Yum yum dirt. I've been considering figuring out a place for a bed on this wing of the base because it's nighttime, so I need to go and rest so I can play with my dirt out in the front yard. But my bed is all the way over here, and that's a lot of running. That is an awful lot of running, and now I'm hungry. But yeah, if you see me making any obvious movement errors, anything that just seems really weird, something that it wouldn't seem like someone would do, that is largely because I'm used to playing on a controller. I don't have any more of that. Let's see, it should be like one powered rail, I think, was missing. Yeah. I think this was there. I think it got exploded and my friend moved it. Because that just seems like real awkward placement that I wouldn't have done. Feels like it anyways. Well, I'll get some cobblestone. Do I have any on me? I'll get some cobblestone in a little bit, and I'll fix that up. But now I get to take you guys into my mines. This is this is where I've put a lot of my work. You may have noticed my base is built mostly out of deep slate. And, fun fact, you gotta dig that up from somewhere. So, welcome to my mines. Where we have put in a ton of effort. No tunnel bores. I don't even know how to make those. This has all been dug by hand. And, like, I'm just gonna let this ride out to the end, cause this is... I'm personally impressed with what I've done here. This right here is my favorite part. This is my original staircase down here. This is how I got down here the first time, was down here. And then mined out this way. And then what happened was, I needed to move my mine because the way that I built my house, I was basically going all the way out to the back of it. And that was taking up too much of my time and effort, so I built a new one. And wrapped it back around, and just happened to line up perfectly with the old one. So I just kept going, kept digging. How do I get out of this? So, I know this is not going to be one of my most interesting streams, and judging by the viewership, not one of my most popular things to stream. At least not now. And I don't exactly have any specific aspirations to be a famous Minecraft YouTuber or anything. Though it would be fun, and it's a little bit of a shame that my friends aren't online. I was kind of hoping they'd take me end/nether busting because there's a few resources I need to gather, and I'm not exactly confident going out and doing that on my own. For the people who happen to be watching this VOD on YouTube, hi YouTube. Be sure to check us out live on Twitch sometimes. We'd love to have you over here. I'm actually really close to making affiliate, so if you guys could come over here and hit follow, that'd be really cool. We actually have a ton of really fun things planned for pretty much as soon as I hit affiliate. Yeah, once I make affiliate, I want to add in basically more fun options. Things that you would get from making donations, things you would get from channel points. But I can't use those things. I don't have access to the use of channel points or donations. I don't have access to any of those things until you make affiliate. Which is just a gosh darn shame. Those cows are loving life. Say what you want about them, those cows are absolutely loving life. They love what's happening to them. This is not unethical at all. This isn't even remotely unethical. Hold on, what is... Is there a way to just move all of this at once? I'm sure there is. I'm not familiar with the Minecraft mouse and keyboard rules. I just had a realization. Yeah, this is much easier on everything else. This is so much easier because it's literally just pressing a button to move it into the frames and then pressing a button. Hold on. Oh, why? I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I don't know it yet. Is there a better way to do this? This is one of the many advantages of controller support. One of the many. We won't be needing these where we're going. We installed our nice little clock here so that we know exactly when we're able to sleep. And go. And go. Whoop. We drop into here. Nope, that's the wrong level. Wind is blowing outside. It seems like it might storm. I'll be happy for some good rain, you know? Me personally. See, we can probably keep doing this. How'd I do this down here? This is all around this, so this would be like that, and then 2, 3. Yeah, in case you can't tell, I'm pretty sure I'm autistic, the way that I like to do things. Yeah, we are going to stay crouched on here. Especially using unfamiliar controls. Eventually, I'll try to see if I can get set up to where I can just use my regular controller for regular things. I need to upgrade my controller, in general. The way I'm probably going to do that is that, like, hardware upgrades are going to come at the expense of chat. Not like I'm going to bill you for hardware upgrades, but more of like, I'm going to set goals of tipping, of subscriptions, and I don't know whether or not I get paid for channel point usage, but if I do, then channel points. I'll definitely let you guys know how this side of things works. But yeah, the proceeds of the money, the proceeds of stream would go directly toward the upgrades of the setup. I feel like that's a pretty fair trade-off, right? Alright, hold on. My autism's kicking in. I need to count this and see if this is doing what I want it to do. And hopefully I don't have to break this layer. Because I forgot to do counting. Okay, so we come down, we do... Wow, this stuff is hard to count. 1, 2, 3... Hold on. Count with me, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. When we have 10 layers on here, there's something I would like to do. Yeah, and then we go up one, and that's where we do our thing. Yeah, so this is the 9th layer. Chat, remember that. This is the 9th layer. Honestly, this looks pretty sick. Ignoring the fact that the textures of the bricks look just god-awful. I'm kind of thinking I might do, like, the nether brick fence around this area. Just on the outside on top of the netherrack. Yeah, I've got like a dozen small projects that I like working on back to back. Oh. I feel like it really keeps me sane. But for as much as I have been bitching about mouse and keyboard controls, I do want to use mouse and keyboard controls in certain contexts. Which is part of why I've been playing so many games that kind of sort of require it. There are a few games that friends play that I want to join in on, but it's either encouraged or necessary that I play these, so I haven't been joining in because I gotta play on mouse and keyboard. So kind of the only way to get decent at it is to do it a lot, build up that muscle memory. So that is what we're doing. I also something I want to do today, I want to develop a color palette. So, you know, you guys see the base, right? Over here. You see that it's just deep slate. You can kind of tell over on this corner I used black concrete powder as like the foundation upon which it is built. Well, what I want to do is I want to take and make... I've seen it a few times on, like, the big people who do a lot of decorations. I want to make a gradient, right? From, like, really dark to light. I want to lay out, like, say, about 5 colors. Probably starting with black concrete powder. And I want to build walls around all of this. So this kind of looks messy from the outside. And I want to clean up what it would look like on the outside, more or less. Oh dear, we've become trapped. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, just gonna give you guys a look around the back. So I think that the black concrete powder looks pretty nice. And there's some areas where it could be improved upon. But I actually did sand initially, so I'm trying to replace it all with all. As foretold, I crashed. I think it's really nice of my mons to have come in and just, like, just filled up the chat bubble so that we look a little bit less lonely. Very appreciative of that. Oh, hi. Hello there. Chilling in Minecraft. That is what we're doing. Howdy. Nice to see you, my mons. Welcome back. I wasn't sure you were coming back. I thought you had already dropped by and done your duties for the stream. Apologize for that. Whoop. So how are things going on your end, my mons? Oh, yeah, you know, that's fair. Oh. Let's see, we need something like 4 of this for what we're doing outside. Repeatedly kicking your foot on a chair because it feels good. I think I understand exactly how that feels, and you ate a good meal? Dude, that's awesome. We love a good meal around here. I, myself, I had some pizza. But I had that pizza, like, early this morning, though. I've just been, like, slowly munching on a pizza I bought pretty much all day. Well, we can... We'll do our cobblestone work. So what'd you eat? What was your very good meal? You're lactose? Oh no. Dude, I'd be real with you. I don't think I could handle being lactose intolerant. Japanese place near your horse. Dude, that's cool. I'll admit, I don't have the most adventurous palate. I have a very basic palate. There is There is a little bit of sushi that I like. But it's pretty much exclusively California rolls that I will eat. I'm a picky eater. I'm not afraid to admit that. Snick. But yeah, here's my little sheepies. All my little sheepies. Psychic ground or psychic dragon? That's a great question. It's actually a really great question. Probably psychic ground? Because I do really love a lot of ground type designs, including Silicobra. I do love Silicobra. Clay doll looking motherfucker. Listen here. Anyway, these cows are completely being treated humanely. There's nothing wrong with their living conditions whatsoever. Ooh, also, I think you in particular, my mons, might get a kick out of taking a look at some of our equipment. So we've got HMO4 for our sword, HMO6 for our pickaxe. Our diamond axe, I've been meaning to rename HMO1. And probably, I forget which TM dig is for the shovel. And HMO2 for our wings. The HMs? 04, 06. Oh, you gotta look them up. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, look them up. HMO4 is our sword, HMO6 is our pickaxe. We're gonna rename our axe to HMO1, and HMO2 is our wings. Thank you, thank you. I was really hoping those would eventually be appreciated by someone. Yeah, you like my walls? I put in a lot of effort into building this place. I like my walls too. So a lot of them don't change much throughout the generations. I've largely been trying to go off of Gen 1. My walls in real life? You haven't even seen my walls in real life. I've been trying to go off of Gen 1 for most of my naming convention for my tools, but there's some that don't exist, so to speak. You're in my walls. This is unacceptable. Purely unacceptable behavior right here. TM28 for dig? That makes sense. I mean, realistically, we can just do that right now. Nothing's stopping us. And then... this should be HM01. These all need a space. What do we name the shears? That's a good question. So, as I recall it, I believe this was strength, rock smash, cut, dig. Our wings are fly. Slash? Is slash a TM? Especially in first gen, I have no idea which TMs even exist in first gen. Also, we gotta go repair this shovel at some point in the near future. Darn. I mean, I'll be real with you, there's nothing saying we can't just name these the actual move. Also, in case you're wondering why we are taking down this mountain, it's because this mountain pissed me off. This mountain slighted me, and now it must be deleted. It was hoarding all the cows. So, like, you saw the conditions. I needed cows to start that process there. I just needed two. And for the life of me, in the entire area around my base, I couldn't find a singular goddamn cow. Because they were all up here on the mountain. And it was becoming impossible to get them down. Because, you know, it was a mountain. And getting them down without killing either myself or the cows was becoming extremely difficult. So now the mountain must go. Horrific conditions, buddy, they love it. They love those conditions. Those are literally perfect conditions for cows. What do you mean, what did the cows do? The cows didn't do anything. The cows did nothing to me, and that's why they are in the absolute perfect condition. Talking to the cows again? Well, I mean, yeah, I talk to them occasionally. I also talk to my plants occasionally. Let's go say hi to the moo cows. What do you call me? I mean, you can call me Rhythm, you can call me Reaper. I will certainly accept either of those names. Alright, listen here. It's finally working! So, real quick, just to kind of understand what is going on here, in case you're not a big crazy Minecraft fan. I'm not either. I actually had to figure this out from looking at a friend's setup. This is a cow farm. Yeah, the Smush. It works off of entity cramming. So all I gotta do is feed them, and because there can only be so many of these fuckers right here, I get meat and leather. Oh, you want to say it? My bad. By all means. Say it in your own words. But you know cows. They thrive by being in really small environments. Moment's over. Aw, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to steal your moment, I swear. They're not hurting. They love it. Oh. That's interesting. Absolutely not. You are the epitome of the devil on my shoulder. Telling me to make bad decisions. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I will not be jumping in any lava today. Absolutely not. I understand that you said please. However, that would be severely damaging to my physical and probably mental health as well. Also, I don't think you were here for it when I mentioned what I am building this base based off of. So, extra points to you if you can guess what it is that I am building it from. If you can guess the game that I am doing my build based off of. This looks so homogeneous. It's gross. Can I see the whole town? So it's not really a town. This bit is unrelated, and so is pretty much all of this. But pretty much the entirety of the game takes place within a castle. And so I've been building it based off of that castle. Which is the main section of the base. Most everything outside of it is how do I like remember where everything is? Is that a comment on the complexity of my base? Because if so, I will be taking that as a compliment. Hold on, is that an insult to my intelligence? To my memory? Alright, listen here, Buster Brown. Just because I'm a snake doesn't make me stupid. It's okay. Apology accepted. Also, I want you to understand that every time I see... I don't have any gambling things set up. I have no idea what that is or how to set it up. I have no idea what this thing is you're trying to do in my chat right now. I mean, if you point me in the right direction of setting that up, I will certainly try. No, my house! No, but like, for real though, if you have an idea of how to set up something that you would enjoy doing in my chat, let me know. I have, frankly, no idea what that is or how to even begin going about it. Stream Elements and Streamlab. Stream Elements. I think Streamlabs... I could be wrong here. Hold on. Yeah, Streamlabs is basically just an alternate version of OBS, which is what I'm running on. Like, I have opened up Streamlabs, and I didn't care for it over OBS. But Stream Elements, I'll check it out. Oh, speaking of, I was taking a look at Crowd Control to play some games on stream. Yeah, I was looking at Crowd Control, Nightbot and Moonbot. Okay, let me jot those down. Nightbot, Moonbot. So, I was looking at a couple of things earlier. Like, right before stream. Because, like, the hour or so before stream is, like, my prime time to look at how to improve the stream. And I found something you might like, since you mentioned that the Pokemon displaying my current party kind of wasn't great, the way that I was doing it. I think I found a way to do it that should update automatically with what is actually in my party and show it on screen at all times. I think. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work, a little bit more research into it, get it installed, get it set up. But I think I found it. I think I figured out something that should work. And it'll be really cool if it does, because then we will have that set up. Oh. Oh no, we're out of lava buckets. Oh. Whoa, whoa, what the? Ha! Buddy got the whole song in here. But yeah, going down that rabbit hole also pointed me in the direction of what looks like an interesting Discord bot that might help me get things set up properly. Hold on, my cat's being an idiot. Well, cats are gonna be stupid, I suppose. How much more of this? Still a lot of netherrack to smelt up. That's fine. Alfred, knock it off. Knock it off, buddy. The cat. The car. He's a good boy. He's just really stupid. Like, really, really stupid. I gotta figure out something to start doing with all this dirt, because I do have a little bit too much of it. Sparkle. Sparkle! I do have this idea for the dirt that kind of involves just, like, building an outline of what I want to do of something. If that makes sense, if I've articulated that. That is definitely not articulated properly, though. That is almost definitely not getting across what I wanted to say. What I'm trying to say is that I've seen what a lot of other popular people do. Is that they'll use dirt to kind of block out something that they're building, and then they'll just cover it in the blocks that they actually want to use. Or they'll, like, replace the outer layer of dirt with what they want to use. Just because dirt is so much easier, especially with starter tools, to manipulate, to remove when you don't want to use it. It's like, that seems like a great idea. That seems like a great way to really get what I want to do done, you know? So we've got some of this that can go back here. Got some seeds. We got some rotten flesh. Don't ask why I have so little rotten flesh. Good bit of leather. I love flesh. You see, the problem is that wasn't good flesh. It was rotten. Yeah, it was not good flesh. I wouldn't just leave good flesh in a... Aw, man. What have you done? I wouldn't just leave good flesh in a box, you know? Alright, so we're gonna take all these bookshelves up to the library. Oh, actually. Can you promise not get... What am I gonna get mad at you about? I can make absolutely no promises about anything. You made a little oopsie. Care to tell me what the oopsie might have been? Is that you? Is this what the oopsie was? Is this what the oopsie was? It might help knowing what the oopsie was to know whether or not I'm going to be mad. Like, I probably won't be mad. Frankly, I doubt there's anything that you could say or do that's going to make me mad. But I don't like making promises unless I know I can keep them. That's just a me thing, though. Well, maybe not just a me thing, but... God damn it. I knew I felt a kind of breeze, you know? Like, I knew something was up. You know what? I'm not mad, but I am disappointed. I am just a little bit disappointed. Like, I understand these things happen. Like I said, I'm not mad. But, like, I'm a little bit disappointed, you know? Yeah, that's all I can really ask for, is that you do just a little bit better next time, you know? You know, I'd really rather you didn't steal any of my body parts. Like, I'm kind of keeping a collection here. Look, call me selfish, I guess, but, like, I'd rather keep my collection of body parts here, you know? Damn it. I'm pretty sure it was a birch sign that I had up there, and some of my body parts. You know, sport. I think I'm just gonna have to say no on this. It's Statues of the skeletons. Maybe it's just that it's getting late, but I'm not 100% sure what you mean. I don't think I have statues of the skeletons. E. Of the people... Well, I mean, like... I didn't keep a collection of their I mean, I kept a collection of them. Yeah, I have multiple body parts. Of course, yes, that's what I'm implying. But, like... I don't have statues of them. I keep them in piles, more. I like the aesthetic of a pile. Like a neatly stacked pile. Lame! Listen here, buckaroo. The thing I need's in the other side of the house. You know what? I'm taking these. I'm taking these. Well, I mean, it really depends on how you define same area. So, like, we want... Probably do a few... Well, I guess we can do 2 paintings. So I was wanting to put some of these up in here, and I guess I can still do that. Like, buddy, can you not cover the entire wall? It's not what I'm trying to get you to do here. There, like, yeah, that works. That's fair. Come back soon, alright? Probably put this here. Everything does look more crisp on the computer version of this, though. I will say that. Like, I will give the PC version of this. Like, looking at it on a nice bigger screen, everything looks so nice and crisp. Even if it's a little bit janky and laggy. Yeah. I mean, it's alright. We can do better. Right? We can do better than that, right, chat? Your controller died? Oh. That's unfortunate. It happens sometimes, though. Damn. Can't get pounded? That's crazy. I think this one fits the aesthetic here. Gotta wait, yeah. Unfortunate, but sometimes you just have no choice but to be patient. So that's more in line with, like, right here. And that would mean this should be right here. Yeah. So here's our library. Gonna grind before getting pounded. That's fair. Sometimes you gotta grind. Sometimes you gotta grind it out a little bit. So anyway, here's my totally legit normal library. Gonna put another painting up there, I think. Just to kind of fill this space, because like this does feel a little bit empty. That's why I put this painting here. Ooh, actually, while we're here, we can I'm pretty sure I have some clay pots downstairs that I can put some flowers in, and I know I've got a ton of flowers. You know, like I said, I kind of want to make this place a little bit more functional. I haven't gotten ass this entire stream, homie. I haven't gotten ass in like a year. Oh, you mean like that?
What you gonna do with
What happened? What happened is I'm grabbing these flowers so that I can put them upstairs. But yeah, no. Don't worry about it. The video didn't play. Hold up. Oh, I think I understand what happened. Let me fix that real quick. That is 100% on me, my fault, not doing my due diligence. Alright, video is fixed. Go ahead and try it now if you'd like. It should work again. There we go.
what you gonna do with
See, I fixed it. See right there? I fixed it. I did it perfectly. I made everything work. Let's see. Which of these... Yeah, the whole computer's just a little bit laggy. Sadly, we might not be able to do more Minecraft with our current setup. Let's see, do we have any stairs pre-made? We do have some cherry. We could do cherry wood upstairs, but I kind of don't want to. See, that's it is private information. could go dark oak, but I was really hoping to get exactly 8. Hold on. There's other types of stairs. You can make stairs out of a bunch of stuff. Wait. I already have 2 chests of dirt? Oh. Oh, that explains so much of what's been going on. I have 2 dirt chests, guys. There are a lot of stairs. Which stairs do you think would do good? Oh, god damn it. This is just such a weird thing that you can do on PC edition. The fact that I can do this is weird. It's weird to me. Yeah, you got any suggestions? Any ideas?
What the hell is even that?
What would you like to see us make? Ooh, hold on, sandstone. Hold on, I like the idea of sandstone. Wait, what? What is this? Oh. Neat, I guess. Ooh, a soul link. Yeah, I've been seeing that a good bit recently, and I'm definitely interested in doing that. In fact, let me put that down in my notes. So I've been putting down a bunch of notes of some things that I would like to stream or that I'd like to try and stream. Some things that I would like to try and do. You've used the suggestion box? Oh, glory upon you. Glory upon you. So I have some notes here of some of the things that I would like to do on stream. I'm glad to take a moment and read them out. So, Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us, God of War, all of those pretty much just playing them straight, because I like the way that they play. Pokemon Black 2 and White, or White 2, because I haven't experienced that story yet, so that would be something really fun. I have played God of War before. La-dee-da. La-dee-da-dee-da. La-dee-da-dee-dee. A bunch of la-dee-da. What's the la-dee-da about? Why you want me to say la-dee-da so bad? Okay, I can continue now. So, Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us, and Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, all of those would be completely new stories to me, so I would be more than happy to share that experience with the world. Minecraft, which I might have to strike out because my current computer just apparently can't play it. Which is unfortunate, but that's kind of just how it's going to be, you know? That's how it's going to be with some things. Twilight Princess. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess with crowd control. Okay? Let that sink in for a moment. Crowd control Legend of Zelda. Record what and put it on YouTube. Is that what you did with my la-di-da? Is that what you just did? Or are you suggesting things for us to put on YouTube? Because all of the VODs have been going to a VOD channel that you can check out. The Minecraft. I worry with the Minecraft because, like, I'm experiencing it on the Minecraft screen. So I don't think it is specifically stream that is lagging out. It's Minecraft itself that's lagging out. Yeah, really unfortunate. I agree. Thank you for the suggestion. It makes me happy that, you know, people are trying to help me out. Inscription. I love Inscription so much. I would love to play that on stream for you guys. The Pokemon Soul Link that you just suggested. And then there's one other game. Really niche. Like, really niche. But it's one of my favorite games of all time. Regular hardcore Nuzlocke? Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, one of my favorite games of all time. I would absolutely love the chance to play for you guys. Hold on, let me get this guy out of here real quick. This is unacceptable. Riddance to the filth. Okay, so, name of the game is In Stars and Time. And, like, I cannot advocate for this game enough. It is so fucking beautiful. So brilliant. And just such an amazing game. Overall. I need more flower pots. But yeah, it's In Stars and Time. Like, definitely up there, one of my top games of all time. Just due to how beautiful the story is. Yeah, I would just love to play it at some point, you know? Looks fun. You get it, yeah, you get a chance to look it up, take a look at it. Dude, I highly recommend playing it. I don't know if you work on the weekends or if you are a student. I don't know what your current situation is. Please don't tell me. I do not want to know. But if your weekend is free, that is about the time frame that it takes to play it, is one weekend. When I played it over the course of a weekend. Completed my first run of it because really the best way to play it, like a lot of games, is to do it once, just play the story as you would feel, and then go back through with a guide to try to get any, like, achievements you want to get. But emotional, very emotional. I cried at the end of that game. I will not hesitate to say that. Let's say 12-ish clay. The sorts. Oh, is there any replayability? It's more of a story. Not... No, it's not particularly dark or, well... It has some dark theming and elements. But it doesn't show any gore. It's not something that's gonna be real nasty. It's not like Resident Evil, like, if you looked at it and you're looking at the graphics, it does not have the capacity to be that crazy or anything.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch! You guys
All right.
drinking water?
Alright, damn. Alright, I'll drink some water. The tax for that, you guys have got to drink some water at home too. Everybody whip out your bottle of water. Drink some water. If y'all are going to tell me to hydrate, y'all better hydrate too, alright? Take care of yourselves.
Fire! Yeah, fire! Fire!
But yeah, it's not explicitly gory. There is some implied gore. But it's more the type of game to, like, tug at your heartstrings, make you feel for the main character type of thing. You gotta go downstairs for water? Well then, go downstairs. Get some water. Drink water. Come on, man, you had me drink water. Let's see, what was in here that I wanted? I mean, I want the furnace to hurry up so that I can get my clay so that I can put my plants in my pots. That is understandable. I understand being comfy and not wanting to move. Just go get some water whenever you do get up, though. Ooh. You know what? It's probably time to feed our cows again. To anybody just joining into the stream, don't worry. This is a completely humane way to treat the cows. They especially love this kind of treatment. They love being in this small enclosed area. Welcome in, by the way. I see we have a slight... Yeah, free ranch enclosure. This is what most animal farms look like. But no, for those of you tuning in, be sure to hit the follow button down below, because we're probably going to be ending stream here soon, and I don't want you guys to miss out on our future streams. Also check out the YouTubes that are linked below as well, both the VODs channel and the regular channel, so you can catch up on some of the stuff that we've done so far. That is exactly right, bored out of my mons. I only need 2 more victims to succumb to the follow sickness before I become affiliate. Let's see, we had a bunch of dark planks. So we can make like 1 more bookshelf. You can put the dark oak book back. And hey guys, look, I'm gonna look real dumb here in a minute. Because, like, one of the things that I really wanted to do today was get an ender chest. I was actually really hoping that some of my friends would be online. Because I need to go end busting and nether busting and get some specific materials from those places. And I don't want to do it myself. I don't want to do it alone. I want some help. I want a little bit of a guiding hand to help me out with that stuff and those things.
That's what she said.
Michael. But yeah, no. One of the things I really wanted was an ender chest, and as well as some shulker boxes. I know I can't get shulker boxes, though, without some extra nonsense. Without specifically going to the nether. Not nether. The end. Ender chests, however, I think I might be able to make. Pretty sure they involve ender pearls, and then I don't know what all else. Chat, what's it take to make an ender chest? See, this is what I meant by I'm gonna look real stupid, because I frankly don't have the slightest clue how to build this. Yeah, shulker boxes, I just don't have the stuff for. Eye of Ender. Okay, so you need the Eye of Ender, which would be blaze rods. Okay. Blaze rods and obsidian. You don't feel good? Probably because you didn't drink water like I told you to. Okay, we gotta go get some blaze rods at some point, which we also need for other things. So probably what I'm gonna do is off camera, I'm gonna go into the nether and do more nether exploring. That's right, go drink your water. Alright, yeah. I'm probably gonna end it off here, too. I hope you feel better. I hope you get some water. It's been fun. Off stream, I'm probably gonna do a whole bunch of work in the nether. It's been fun. It's always fun chatting with you guys. Always fun playing fun games. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't quite know what I'm doing tomorrow yet. Probably Pokemon, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, because I have got the itch, I've got the bug. And there's all that ass on my screen. What y'all doing putting all that ass on my screen? Yeah, take advantage of it now, because once we get those 2 more followers, once we get those people and we get Twitch affiliates, some prices are gonna go up, mister. We're gonna have to start charging y'all rent. Alright, but it's been fun. Oh no, you're poor. Well, if you have an Amazon Prime, you can always, you know, subscribe using your Amazon Prime membership subscription thing. I frankly don't know how it works yet. But yeah, once we get affiliate, feel free to subscribe and you can avoid the ads. And as far as the sound alerts, those are probably just going to cost channel points, so you'll be able to send sound alerts by just watching the channel for a bit. With that, I'll leave you off for the night. Goodbye, it's been fun. For those watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch channel. For those watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube channels. Bye-bye! See you next time!